During the trip, both teams agreed that a lot of the feedback delivered by our players in the West is a result of some of the different experiences and environments that kind of stem from the Korean version of the game versus ours. In order to help address this, more measures are needed to suit the Western version of the game, and we want to make more efforts towards this.
Yes! Yeah!
Last but not least, we know that the Western version of Lost Ark and its player base have a lot of notable differences from the Korean version of the game.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
Guys, I think they finally get it. After 2.5 years of the game being out, they finally understand that the Western version is very different from the Korean version. And as a result, we should have different things for our game. Guys, this is actually such good news and makes me actually a lot more confident about the future of the game. I think that beyond any of the changes that are coming, in this video and in the future, I think the fact that they've called it out, from what I can tell multiple times in this video, actually means that they understand, and potentially in the future we're going to be getting a lot more updates that are suitable for our version and not just based on the Korean version. This is absolutely amazing and gives me a lot of hope for the future. So first, let's start reading the updates that they listed on the website. So first is recent Elixir and Transcendence updates made in Korea will arrive in the September update. This is going to be the 1600 legendary elixirs, so no more epic elixirs. And then it's also going to be the Transcendence update that allows us to upgrade our Transcendence all the way up to level 7, starting at normal Famine. So that change that players have been asking for a while will be coming with this September update with Behemoth. Now, this will also include new progression events to reach 1620. She didn't really mention too much about what this is. I think this is kind of like the probably more event shop stuff. Oktoberfest, another event shop situation, and then Blooming Makoko Gold event, which is the event where you go to like Luterra or something, and there's a bunch of little Makoko seeds that you find on the ground, and you have a chance to obtain gold. And then the jackpot usually is like 100k or something like that. So they are saying that now with bound gold, they're going to actually be able to grant us more rewards, which is nice. But at the same time, I think that she mentioned that the probabilities are going to be the same, which I'm just like, I don't know about that one. It sounds like the probabilities are the same and I pretty much never get the jackpot anyways. And then also the jackpot and probably all the gold below that is going to be all bound, which I'm not too excited about, but it is what it is. And to be honest, with the amount of honing that I'm gonna have to do anyways coming up, the bound gold will be appreciated. So that is still an overall good change. And then they also mentioned that the events like Coco Express, Fullest Power Pass, all those things that were supposed to end at the beginning of Tier 4 have been pushed back to the new date of Tier 4, which all makes sense, right? And then also Thamine the First has been pushed back as well. So those are the changes that have been documented on this website here. But if you watch the video, she actually made a couple more changes that I think are actually really, really interesting. So first off, she mentioned that gold and honing materials of Behemoth will be adjusted for 1620, which probably means that we will be getting less gold and less materials because it's no longer 1640. To me, I'm just like, well, 1620 and 1640 is basically the same anyways, starting from Tier 4. So I'm not really sure why they did that. I mean, I understand maybe for like the beginning part where it is no Tier 4 and then we are 1620, maybe that'll be great. But she also mentioned that when Tier 4 arrives, 1620 Behemoth will be dropping with Tier 4 materials. So the boss will not be going to 1640, but it'll start dropping Tier 4 materials, which I'm hoping that with this change will also adjust the amount of gold and materials are being dropped from this, because 1620 is basically 1640 at the end of the day, but we'll have to see about that. And then Ignite servers are coming with Tier 4, which is, confirmed. It might have been confirmed before, but she mentioned that again. And then this part, she didn't really explicitly say that Aegir item levels will change, but she did say this.
With all these considerations, we know there will be cases where other pieces of content may need to be presented differently from how they initially were in the Korean versions of the game, particularly in terms of required item level, entry levels, and available rewards. While specific details are still under discussion with Smilegate RPG, our teams want you to know we're exploring this so we can ensure players enjoy Tier 4 to the fullest with the least amount of stress possible.
Now again, while she didn't explicitly say that they're going to be making any changes to Aegir itself, she did mention that they are going to be keeping an eye on things like required item level to ensure that the Tier 4 experience is great. And if we're thinking about Tier 4, Aegir is the first rated Tier 4, and a lot of players have expressed that the 2 weeks between Tier 4 and Aegir is just too short. So with that, I think that it makes a lot of sense that they might even look at the item level requirements. It might be a little bit copium, but I do think that recently Amazon has been having a really good, I guess, track record of making good changes for the players. So I really do hope that this change does end up coming, because I think there are going to be a lot of players who are going to struggle with pushing their characters from 1640 to 1660, and especially 1680 when Tier 4 arrives, with the shorter time frame that we have right now, which I guess I mentioned earlier, but they did end up confirming that the Aegir release will not be a week from Tier 4 release, but 2 weeks from Tier 4 release on October 23rd. So that is a nice change, but I do kind of hope that they will change the item level, because 2 weeks still to me is too little. But yeah, that about wraps it up for this video. There are actually quite a few changes, and you know, again, I think that AGS and Smilegate, most importantly, finally understand that there are very big differences between our version of the game and the Korean version of the game, and that these differences mean that content needs to be different in terms of pacing and item level and all of that. So I'm really, again, hopeful for the future. Let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think of this update and what you think about this potential new outlook that Smilegate and Amazon have about our game. And as per usual, if you enjoyed the video, please remember to hit the like button, hit the sub button, ring the bell for notifications, and also I stream on twitch.tv/MisoXshiro every single day. So hopefully I see you guys there, but if not, hopefully I'll see y'all on the next video. All right, guys, peace.